Alright, battle report, Sisters versus Tyranids. We're about to see if the Tyranids steal the initiative. It's a Scourging with, where are our objectives? We got an objective here, objective there, here, there. Oh, and there one. Oh yeah, there's a barrel there. Oh, it should be a 5-pointer, 2 3-pointers, 2 2-pointers, and a 1-pointer.
So
should be 6.
I thought there was 6.
Yeah, so there's a total of 6. Alright, so we're good. So Sisters have got 5 exorcists. Saint Celestine, Canoness, 4 groups of girls, and 3 groups of dominions with meltas or flamers? Meltas. 1,000 points. They have the Tyranids. They have a Hive Tyrant with a Tyrant Guard. They have 10 gargoyles, a group of Hormagaunts, Termagants, 1 group of Hormagaunts, Ravagers with Death Spitters, Biovores, and some Hive Guard. And then they've got Ingarl Gene Stealers in reserve. Gene Stealers, which I haven't put on the table yet for some reason, on the table. And Lictor and the Doom in reserve. So let me put out my Gene Stealer. Points, this is worth 2, this is worth 4. 1, 2, the Saint's Bed is worth 3, and this pile of barrels is worth 3. And the Tyranids are going to try to steal. Oh, that's right, you get to, your Warlord, it lets you move whatever it is, units.
Like, is this guy on his own or something?
He's on his own. That's just a zoanthrope on its own. Yep. So his Warlord trait is the last one on strategic. Alright, so one exorcist move. Now, can I steal? No. Alright, so it's night fighting and the Sisters go first. Alright, so which one's less than 24? Alright, that one. Alright, who's he shooting? You shooting him? The zoanthrope? Alrighty. 2 hits. 2 wounds. 4 up. He dies. First blood goes to the exorcist shot to shoot this Carnifex. So he'll probably kill him.
The big dice means nothing.
The big dice means nothing.
Other than, you know.
Other than it hit.
Right. Not good rolling though.
That's actually right after. That's pretty good because you need 2s to wound me. Your strength 8, toughness 6. So 7 and then the Saint charges the Hormagaunts who can't Overwatch, so it's into a Saint Celestine charges a bunch of Hormagaunts, kills one. They do 2 wounds to her. She saves them. Sisters have first blood for killing the just lone zoanthrope, and they put 2 wounds on this Carnifex, and we're done. So on to turn 1. Everything comes moving up. We leave these Hormagaunts chunked in there with the Saint, and gonna move on to shooting. Biovores launch, hit the Canoness. They don't wound her. We end up with 2 Spore Mines, and everything else just runs downfield. So we got 1 combat here where Saint Celestine beats down on some Hormagaunts. 3. So 3 Hormagaunts die. 3. And they just remain in combat with her, doing nothing. So on to Sisters, round 2. Girls have 2 groups of dominions come in. 1 group comes in here, the other one comes in here. They pile out. They all have melta. Well, 2 of them have meltas. And they got 5 faith points. Canoness moves over the wall, and all the exorcists fall back, and then 10 girls without a rhino just come walking on, and a rhino comes driving on. And Saint Celestine's still locked in combat with the Hormagaunt, so she'll probably finish him off this round, or next round. And yeah, we're on to shooting. Her act of faith won't help you when shooting.
So I just need, I only get 1 shot anyway.
You're shooting them? Yeah. Oh, you rolled a 1, so they survive. Shoot the Biovores. Okay.
So we got all this here going on. Red or Melta.
Red or Melta. Wow, forgot. Go ahead. Alright, so you got 4 faith points left, and you hit with 2 Meltas and 2 scrub shots. And that'd be 2 Melta. So far the Biovores live. Did you want to use an act of faith? I don't know why I tell them this. Alright, yeah you do, because you're 5-4 because you got a sergeant. They're Dominion, so it's twin linked, so you roll the 2s. Alright, so... at least one of the Meltas doesn't do anything. So, 4 and 1?
4 scrubs.
So all these Dominions shoot a bunch of Meltas, and they kill 2 Biovores with Meltas. There's still one there, and he's still in Synapse, so he's fearless.
Over here, shoot this guy.
Alright, who's shooting where? An Exorcist is shooting the Hive Tyrant? Okay, and Tyrant Guard. 2 hits, and... Oh, shooting the... So the Hive Tyrant Guard's dead now. 3 Exorcists are shooting him. How many times? 9 shots at him. Should probably finish him off. Might not, though.
I don't think I even hurt him.
You killed... Yeah, but he's only got... Well... Well, no. Okay. 3 hits. 4 hits. 4 hits on him, and wow, 3 wounds.
Alright.
So he needs 5 up saves. He's standing behind his own unit. And he loses 2 wounds. 3 shots into the gargoyles. Do I got cover? No. 2 die. So some gargoyles, 2 gargoyles died, and then the Canonist charges the other gargoyles, who will shoot at her. So the Canonist takes a wound. Hits twice. Yeah, tied combat. And the gargoyles lose 1. She lost a wound, and it's on to Tyranids round 2. Forgot about this combat with the Saint. She kills 4 Hormagaunts, and they do nothing. So now we're actually on to Tyranids 2, and that Lictor came in, and everything else does not. So Tyranids round 2 is going to start with some guys in reserves, and the Canonist locked in combat with gargoyles. Movement is done. Biovore stays where he wanted to. These guys come back towards the Dominions. Locked in combat, moves a little bit. These guys slide to the side. They're locked in combat. Raveners come up. Those guys fly up, killing one of them in Crane. These guys come scuttling. Those guys in the back corner stay where they are. The Lictor deep strikes in. The Hive Tyrant wounds himself on the Perils. And we're on to shooting. So Biovore kills the Melta. And that's about that. He's going to stand there and pretty much ran. These guys can't hurt you because you're 13 on the front. They ran. They're locked. They're totally useless. Hive Guard, or sorry, Tyrant Guard, whatever. No, Hive Guard. They fail. These guys hang out. So we're onto assaults. These Gene Stealers also charge the Dominions here, and multi-charge the tank because they would reach the tank but not the Dominions. So I should have done the reverse.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
But oh well.
Pretty decent.
So Hive Tyrant charges the Saint. Raveners make a charge on both Exorcists. So there's 2 on each. 1, 2, 3, 4, and everyone else. These guys are locked in combat. And the Parasite challenges the Canonist. Biovore fails to charge. Saint challenges the Hive Tyrant, and that's it. So Ravagers Saint immobilize this, and this thing got shaken, and then they penned it again, and it used its invul save. Canonist dies and spawns 2 Ripper Swarms, and Saint's dead. So we're on to Sisters round 3. How many, or who comes in? The Saint lives with 2 wounds, 5 faith points, and girls coming in. Everyone comes in, and which side do the Dominions come in on? All right side, and make a toughness check just to see if one of them happens to be infected with the parasite. No. All right. You got a 2, so they're fine. No Sarge is acting strangely, so more Dominions. Come on. All right, everyone's in. So girls are walking and driving, and yeah, she's got 5 faith points. This group of Dominions drives in here. This group is pinned from the barrage last round. And then the other groups of girls, they all come piling in. So there's 10 girls walked in here. 10 girls jumped out of this rhino. 10 girls from the past round are here. There's a rhino with 10 girls in it that identified this as the grav wave generator. Exorcists move back. Saint flies over there, doesn't wound herself. Yeah, and then she's gonna flame a bunch of gargoyles. Over here with the Dominions, the pinned group, which is no longer pinned now. They shot the Biobore, he lives. This squad shoots a Biobore, he dies. All 3 immolators shoot the Hive Tyrant. He makes 1 save, which is only wound he took.
After 3, I should need 2s.
And then there's 6 gargoyles who die from flaming, and 1 Gene Stealer went down from a Melta. So Parasite took 1 wound, and a bunch of gargoyles died, and then 1 Hive Guard dies from an Exorcist missile. And the Saint, she's laying down, but she's not really. She's capable of charging. 2 Ravagers die, and 2 of them have made saves, cover saves. Okay. Act of Faith says it goes off. Girls, reroll 1s.
Look at that,
All hits. And they need 4s, so 5 up cover saves. Of which he fails all of them, so the one that you can see dies. 2 wounds each, but can you see him with that group of girls in the back? Can they really? Alright, then he's dead. Alright, they're all dead. So the Lictor here has 1 wound left after taking tons of shots. And then girls shoot gargoyles.
All but this girl was in the
Alright, gargoyles are... Some of them you can't see, so you can't totally wipe them, but...
Kill 5 or 4 probably.
Yeah, okay. No active faith, and you're out of faith points. I think you're out of girls anyways. So Saint charges this group, makes it, they overwatch, they hit her, they don't wound her. Hive Guard got shot down by 3 exorcists before it finally killed it. The Lictor still stands with 1 wound. That squad there needs to make a leadership test.
Oh, I forgot, yes.
So do these guys run... Oh yeah. That'll be 5, so 5 plus 6, so 11 inches. So gargoyles are falling back. Saint's in combat. Is she issuing a challenge? Okay, then no challenge is issued. So the gargoyles die. The Parasite and the Saint are locked in combat. He does not hurt her. And we're on to no other combats, right?
No close combat.
No close combat. So on to bottom of 3. Does the Doom come in? Yes. Do the Yingarl come in? Yes, because I've got a Lictor on the board. So, gives me a +1. So the Doom, this Zoanthrope, is here. The drop pod is there. The Yingarl come pouring out of this piece of terrain, which is the 3-story gray building. And the Hive Tyrant has his endurance up, so he's got feel no pain and it will not die and all that, so he might live longer. The Nid movement is done. Carnifex is up here. These guys are right here. Hormagaunts are really close to the Saint. Hive Tyrant's there. Ripper Swarms are here. Yingarl came popping out of terrain. The Spore Mine goes flying over, explodes, hits the Exorcist, does nothing, hits the Doom, does nothing. Gargoyles move 3 inches. Termagaunts move there. Those Gaunts have rolled 2s repeatedly for their move through cover on all 3 dice. Gene Stealers are here, and we're on to shooting, so we'll begin the shooting. Doom kills 2 girls. That is it. It's not very impressive, considering they made all their leadership tests. And on to shooting. So far, this Carnifex kills one of my Gene Stealers. The Heavy Venom Cannon hits 7 girls, wounding 7 girls, but they get their 3-up armor save. Killing 1! So, happens to be the one with the Melta.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't have a Melta. It's just a girl with a gun.
All these girls are naked.
They're naked, as we would say. So at the end of shooting, here's what happened. The Doom is fine. Lost 1 wound. He's down to 5 wounds. He fails to take out these Exorcists. Shoots way over here. Lictor fails. These Rippers run. Those guys can't shoot anything. This Carnifex shot. This thing heavily glanced it, but didn't take it out. So we're on to the assaults, and the Carnifex is going to charge your Exorcist. All right. So this guy fails his charge. These Gene Stealers charge the tank and the group of girls down here. Hell, we'll charge even the group. That's dangerous. We're going to charge 2 tanks and the girls down below.
2 tanks?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
There's another enemy. It's not, the tank can't overwatch me.
No, that's true.
So, yep. All right, you going to overwatch? Good thing they're not Tau or something. Well, bolter hit. And does nothing. Okay. And 4-inch charge. I got the tank, so I will use my fleet to make that a 6-inch charge. Make their charge, and they put 2 guys on the girls, 1 guy on this immolator, and the rest on that. And then Lictor makes his charge here because he can't fail it. He's up against the Exorcist, and then 2 groups of 10 girls are shooting at a bunch of Gene Stealers, Yin Girl who came out of the ruins. Could be bad for them. They will take the improved toughness.
We know where he is.
We know where he is. Oh, that's a lot of hits. Luckily, there are no Meltas in there, right? They're just girls.
This is all just scrub shots.
Alrighty. So 3 of them die, and they're gonna get a 9-inch charge.
The Lictor
so they're gonna
needs
make
3s
to hit. He hits twice, and he strength 6, so he needs 4s to glance. He pens.
6, he needs a 5.
There's armor 10 on the back.
Oh, you're on the back. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so he gets a pen. Does the thing save? No. He's got 2 whole points left, right? And it's oh, that's rending actually, but it doesn't matter. It's still yeah. So he pens it. It rends it.
And then roll your thing.
I just rolled a 4.
That was for the extra.
Oh, the extra. Okay. It's a 5. It's immobilized. So far, these guys are locked in combat because fearless. Oh yeah, you only need 4s. You only need 4s. They roll +1, so you got a lot of 6s. Or you wouldn't need 5s anyways. Yeah. So you super cheesy.
And your toughness?
Toughness for Gene Stealer is toughness 4, so you need 1. You got 1. All right. Can you save? No. So Gene Stealer dies, and then can they, I only put 2 on the girls, so there's only 1 on the girls. So Gene Stealer's TIE Combat had wreck a vehicle, and we'll turn the gun over, and they're all gonna consolidate, and yeah. So you got that's a lot of hits. You gotta get 6s to wound me. 3, 4 wounds. All right, you girls have a 4-up save. Can I make any saves? I made all of them. All right, so death comes to Sisters. So they win by 1, killing a girl, and 1 group runs, and the others locked in combat. So that is the end of round 3. So we're on to round 4 for Sisters. All right, so do the girls rally? Oh, how many faith points? 6. Oh, yeah, we did that combat time. All right, 6 faith points. Do they?
Try to auto rally them, which I do.
Yep.
The boss, and they took.
Yep. So the Doom's dead so far. He took 2 exorcists to kill it, and the Lictor's dead. Got exorcised. Group of girls rallied. This guy took a wound. And this exorcist here is going to do something. Okay.
Son of a bitch.
1. I'm dead. So that rhino, before we started shooting, actually, we forgot to move it, but it did, and it didn't immobilize itself, and it's sitting right there. And those girls did, they're in it. Yeah. All right. I think of all the exorcists shot? Okay. Okay, girls. You should have used an act of faith, and you get it, because you still got a boss, you lost someone, so it goes off on a 3. It's going to be a lot of bolter shots. Alright, well, drop pod died. This Doom died. These guys are locked in combat. Locked in combat.
This thing hasn't shot, but
No.
it has a target. I'll fire one.
You a hit. You a wound. Standing behind an Aegis line, so...
4 up for you.
Oh, 1 dies. Alright. These Hormagaunts, they just took 3 hits, 3 wounds. Should we go to ground? Yes. Well, that's good, because we lost 1. Alright, Immolator missed. Doesn't hit anyone. These guys are gone to ground, so they're just laying here.
These guys get a 3-inch move.
3-inch move on the ones that rallied, and we're on to combat, right? Yeah. So the Yingar went for extra attacks, killed a whole bunch of guys.
Has a melta bomb, but she can't use it.
Can't use it on guys, yeah. So you need 4s. And fives. Nothing. Okay, so we win.
Losing by lots. Man, 5.
Running. We run you down. Saint dies against the parasite, and he spawns 2 Ripper Swarms and moves 6 inches. So these Gene Stealers eat a bunch of Dominions here, and they will consolidate for 4 inches. So Tyranids, round 4. He gets Endurance. The parasite and this Ripper Swarm are now SWAD. Termagants string out here so they can shoot girls in the back. Gargoyles are hiding because there aren't many of them left. Those guys are pinned. Gene Stealers are here, hanging out. The Yin Girl, this group of girls isn't really here, so they're up against that reduced squad. He comes forward, and this Ripper Swarm is here. This is a wreck. So we're gonna go on to shooting. So Heavy Venom Cannon glances or shakes and stuns the tank, and the girls kills one. No other shooting, so assaults. He assaults the vehicle. 8 inches. They assault that group of girls. He will overwatch. So Gene Stealers charge them, and they're going to overwatch. Meltas are the red. 1, 2 bolters. Nothing. So Gene Stealers are going to get a 3-inch charge, but that's good enough. So, and those guys. So, did you roll the Overwatch on them? You did not.
I have not rolled.
So we got how many guys? 7? 8. Done. This thing gets wrecked. Those guys shot. They are lurking. Not literally. They're locked in combat. They killed 2 girls. They lost 1. Yin girls are locked in combat. There's only 2 of them left. And we're on the top of round 5, and we already had night fighting on round 1, so there is no roll for that. Does the Saint get up?
Oh, yeah.
No. She does, with all her wounds. Nope, 2 wounds. Alright, the Saint is back up.
Say 5. I think I got 2 wins the whole game.
Yep. And 5 faith points. And, yep. She's standing there. So we got locked in combat. These guys just stay here. Moves up, moves. Saint flies to here. So she can flame 5 guys. Locked in combat, immobilized. They've moved back. These gargoyles are lurking. Those guys are lurking.
Tank. That's good. That tank.
And that tank's still sitting there, but the girls piled out. There's 2 Ripper Swarm bases here. We're whittling each other down here. Alright, Saint needs 2s. Well, she kills 4. 1, 2, 3. So far, Ripper's got 1 wound left thanks to cover saves. Was lookout serves. Girls over there shot him. Stormbolter shot him. Shooting him 5 times. Alright, this should finish him off. Yeah. See some 1s. Oh, 2. Alright. Look out, sirs. And
But you gotta take 1 and then if you
that's true.
you don't get, so you did make him, so
Yeah, okay, so he's here, he's behind the tank, so he's gonna get a 4-up. He's gonna get a 4-up save from this tank here?
come over here and look at it because
Alright. Then he's still got a cover save because he's got stealth.
6 up.
6 up says dies. And he's going to be instantly killed. Alright, so shot. Shooting. Oh. Wow, 3 hits. 3 wounds. Cover save. We'll go to ground. So we'll be 4 up. Well, is it area terrain or is it ruin? Then that will be 5, 4, 3, right? 2. You get +2 for going to ground in area terrain. They survive thanks to going to ground.
Yeah. Here, there.
Into who? The Rippers?
They can contest, right?
No, but they're going to be able to charge you and possibly kill you.
They They can't contest?
No, because they're swarms. Swarms can never contest. They're useless troop units other than the fact that they got
If you
attacks.
don't mind, then I'll take those 2 shots. And,
At him? Okay.
yeah, we'll shoot those.
Shoot them! Alright. 2 wounds. Alright, they're 4 up. They die.
And the guys there shooting the other group.
The other Ripper? Alright, well, that'll be...
Well, do I want to do that? Nah. I'm going to shoot these guys.
Okay.
I do have room in here for faith.
Yes!
With all his orcs. So it should be
And there's a couple ones. There's 2 ones. Act of Faith says one of them will hit. And 4. Alright. 2 of them die, I guess. Well, you're shooting through terrain. Oh, those guys. 1, 2.
No, I took out my tank.
3, 4. There's 1 left. So 1 gargoyle remains pinned. So the Saint charged them and failed. But you still wanted to kill him. He was my warlord. So the Ingarl have failed so far, and 7 girls are slapping back on them, and they got their Act of Faith, so they may actually kill the Gene Stealers there. Rerolling 1s, which you got a ton of them. And you still need 4s. And you need 5s. 1. He's good on his 4-up save, so we're locked in combat. Suboptimum. Oh yes. So the Gene Stealers over here, they lose 1, but they eat the girls and they wipe their squad out. So they're lurking here, and not technically, and they move 5 inches, so they're gonna they'll crawl out behind this immolator. So the endurance goes off on the Hive Tyrant. This thing's got rage, took a wound. This thing's got rage, took a wound. Those guys are lurking. This one's fleeing. The gargoyle from last round, he's gone crazy distance. He's gonna run off the board probably. Those guys are locked in combat. They're lurking because we're down to 1 synapse creature, and we're on to shooting. Only shooting we got. Those guys shoot the Saint. That is the extent of it, and we're on to assault. These Rippers charge the girls. These guys, the Hive Tyrant and the Ripper Swarm are on them. Yungarl are still there, they're lurking, and these Gene Stealers have charged an immolator. So, and that thing probably ran 6 inches, put it there. So Hive Tyrant wins the challenge, and then the Ripper Swarm dies, and we're on to tie combat. The Yungarl kill 1 girl, and they got the extra attack this round. Needs 4s to hit. 3 saves. So 4-up says 1 of them dies. So we tied that combat again. Yay. Alright, does the game end? No. Oh, he only has 1 Act of Faith this round. So the Ripper Swarm here dies. Here's what happens in movement. These girls come moving up. That tank immobilizes itself. These guys are lurking. They're still locked in combat. The Hive Tyrant at the end of last round gained a wound back from It Shall Not Die. This thing rolls over to here. They're pretty much going to wipe that group of Hormagaunts out. The Saint flies over here. This thing's immobilized. That thing drives to here. And the Saint on shooting flames the Ripper Swarm at the beginning of shooting, and we're on to see what happens. So that Exorcist kills 1 Tervagant. Can you kill 2?
This guy can't see anything.
Can you kill 2 of them?
I can only kill 2.
All right.
And I'm in. All of them are going to get.
They're going to double tap the heck out of them.
Oh, they got those guys.
No, I want to see what happens. I'm going to go to ground for my 3-up cover save.
7?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, they die. And they're still standing. They're not running. He's still standing. He's a punk, but he's still standing. A lot of shots going into him. You don't got anything else to shoot him with, do you? No. All right, so he's just lurking there. He's pinned, went to ground. You shot everything you're going to shoot?
Well, I can't shoot.
All right, it's on to assault.
No, I can still shoot him.
You can still shoot him. He can't move, but he can shoot.
Killed any of those guys.
You killed one.
Even if I killed one more, you're not going to flee.
Right.
So we'll shoot then.
Alright, shoots the gargoyle. Wounds the gargoyle. Gargoyle dies. Wow, so the Hive Tyrant kills one girl because one of them invul saves. And they're on to swinging back at him. So the Hive Tyrant wins, and he eats the girls, and then the Yin girl hits once and wounds the girl, who saves. And they took the enhanced toughness, so they need 6s to wound him. And 6 guys plus a commander. So they're gonna kill that Gene Stealer. Finally.
Since you've already done a wound, so I have to do one.
You have to do one wound, but if you do one wound, I'm dead. It doesn't matter.
I only did one.
One. He's good.
Of course he saves.
He saves. All right. Do you run?
Of course I do.
You do.
No, I don't.
You don't?
-1. 9.
9. You're good. You do not run. They're still locked in combat. So on to the 6th round for the Tyranids. So here's what happens. These guys move 2 inches on 3d6. He moves 4 inches, and he got endurance up. That guy's still locked in combat. He's pinned. They're pinned. And so this Hive Tyrant's going to shoot here and then charge it. So he shakes it, knocks a hull point off, and then he's going to charge it 5 inches. So the game's going to end because we just rolled just to save time. This doesn't matter for kill points. That won't matter for kill points.
I think the game's over.
Actually, that does matter for this. Is the only one that matters because I can contest that objective if I get a. No, I can't even get it. Not even on a 6-inch. So the game's gonna be over. I'm gonna get line breaker. I'll get a 2-point objective, a 1-point objective, and a 4-point objective. 7 plus I killed 3 units of Dominions. And you're gonna get First Blood, Warlord.
3 points over here.
She's really close to line breaker.
I don't. Even if she gets it, I think you won.
And you got the Tyranids are gonna win.
I didn't kill him. Yeah, that last guy there.
Yeah, well, you killed the one gargoyle, so he's worth a point. You killed 2 units of gargoyles.
I don't think it's gonna matter. I didn't